Hello there, here I am with my third and final video of this series. I promised you in yesterday's video that I would talk to you today about the content of the live 10-day tapping challenge for weight loss in more depth, and that I would share with you why willpower is a myth. I am a woman of my word, so I will do just that, plus giving you the lowdown on how to get involved in the challenge. Before I go any further, I will just remind you that I have recorded and published 2 videos previous to this one which tackle binge eating and also give you 5 super powerful questions to help you unlock your subconscious so that you can understand why you might hold on to those last few pounds, plateau with your weight loss, and end up sabotaging your efforts with a face full of Maltesers. So if you've not watched those yet, go ahead and find them on my Facebook page or on my YouTube channel. You can just go ahead and search for Georgina Knoll EFT and you'll find them. I'm also on Instagram, so you can find me there and tag me as we go through our gorgeous tapping journey next week. I can't wait! I am genuinely very excited, I'm sure that's coming across. So let's talk about willpower. What a load of nonsense. The idea of willpower is just so crazy to me because it suggests the need to resist something which, as you remember from my first video, if we focus on not doing something, we can't help but do it. It's like saying, don't think about a pink elephant. See what I mean? When we're feeling like we shouldn't be doing something, it triggers all sorts of stuff in our brain. Maybe you're like me and you're a bit of a rebel. Don't tell me what I'm not supposed to do because I'm clearly going to go ahead and do it. Or maybe it's just because of those limiting beliefs coming into play again. When your conscious mind is desperately trying to get you to do something, for example, eat healthily and step away from the cheese, but the subconscious is running a program about that time you all ate cheese as a family and you felt all warm inside, safe, protected, connected. Well, in your subconscious, cheese equals safe. So anytime it deems you to be even vaguely in a dangerous situation, it's going to start sending you messages about cheese. Do you follow me? Bear in mind that the subconscious often perceives danger where there is none because it is so good at protecting you. Like this cheese example, not all food-related behaviour is linked to trauma. Sometimes it's completely the opposite, but we'll cover that more next week in the live tapping challenge because your time is precious and I am excited to get to the meaty end of this video where I tell you about all of these sexy bonuses I've got lined up if you sign up for the challenge. The main thing I want you to take away from this about this idea of willpower is when you release your old patterns and subconscious programming around food, you no longer have the cravings or out of control habits. Willpower is redundant because you just tap, and eventually, if you keep tapping and working with the techniques you'll learn over the next few 10 days, well, you'll not even crave anymore. So, I mean, it's pretty good, right? So how do we do all of this? Let me tell you exactly what we're going to work on throughout the 10 days. Of course, there's going to be plenty of other things that come up in the live Q&As, which I'm really excited to answer all of your questions because I'm sure you'll be thinking of things that didn't even cross my mind, and that's where I can really help you the most. But for now, let me tell you about the staple 10 days of the tapping challenge that are all ready to go. Day 1 is called Releasing Resistance. This gives you a chance to get used to the tapping points and also to introduce yourself and become accustomed to the comfort and the support of the Facebook community. It allows us to just clear any underlying reasons why we might be resisting the process of the 10-day tapping challenge. Day 2, Feeling Safe. Now this is a huge topic. As I mentioned above, we'll be digging deep on why your subconscious sees danger everywhere and how you can learn to recognise the signals and diffuse them before you start even thinking about food. Gorgeous. Day 3. Okay, this one is love yourself. Yep, that old cliche. That's what it's called. This is obviously a huge topic, but for now I'll just reiterate that you already know this, okay? Loving yourselves isn't always easy, and in fact sometimes we can struggle to even like ourselves deep down. So this one is a biggie. Day 4, Food is my friend. This might sound a little bit peculiar. To some of you it might resonate really strongly. This was a very big one for me when I first started using tapping for my weight loss. Loneliness is a thing for all of us. So whether you like your own company or not, we are all pre-programmed to need a tribe. And I will tell you about why this is and how it relates back to our caveman days. Oh yes, I'm going to get all sciencey on you people. I'm going to go into the history, the science. You're going to get facts in this group. Day 5, we're going to tackle believing this can happen. If, like me, you've been in an emotional eating cycle for a long time, pretty much maybe even your whole life, then you'll have built up some pretty deep-rooted beliefs in this area. So we need to clear those in order for your brain to fully get on board with the process. Day 6, afraid of being seen, and maybe afraid of not being seen. Day 7, stress and emotional eating. Well, as you know, this whole program is about emotional eating really, but on day 7 we get even further into all the emotions that trigger our foodie fetishes. Day 8 is called deprivation. I'm pretty sure that one's self-explanatory, but in case you need a small explanation, most diets tend to work on the idea that if we deprive ourselves of certain foods or certain things in life, that we will be happier and thinner and more fabulous. But that's not always the truth, and often when we trigger the deprivation response, we feel like we're not allowed something, we can't have something, we shouldn't have something, then we fall into a pattern of wanting it even more, and before we know it, we are face deep in some chocolate digestives. Day 9. Now this is obviously one of my favourites. If you follow me on any of my social media, then you will know I am a big exercise fan. I freaking love the stuff. Now don't worry, I'm not going to make you come to Thai boxing with me. I don't expect anyone to step into the ring by the end of this process. But day 9 is about motivation to exercise. Because if you don't move your butt, how are you going to shrink it? Okay? So, you know, think about the endorphins, think about what it would be like if you actually wanted to exercise. And yes, I can almost hear the pushback from some of you going, it's never going to happen. But you know, what if it could? Dare to dream. Day 10. Well, day 10's focused on moving forward. It's about tapping into, excuse the pun, but it's about tapping into that future version of yourself and really clearing all the crap out of the way that stands in between you and that future self. And we may even, if the group is up for it, I may even offer you a small future self-guided meditation on the last day so that you can start to really access that part of yourself and make it feel more and more real and more achievable. Now there might be some reasons why you're thinking you won't sign up this time. Maybe you don't know if this will work for you. Well, if you've watched this far, you're probably exactly the person who will benefit from this program. And as you see, we tackle those beliefs on day 5. It's not too expensive and will be a life changer. It's worth so much more than the £89 that I'm charging for it, but that's what I'm selling it at because I don't want money to be the reason that you don't get the help and support that you need. Once you discover the magic of EFT tapping, your life changes. Suddenly you are put back in control of your emotions and your thoughts, and you're back in the driver's seat of your life. Maybe you haven't tried anything like this before, but maybe you've read things like Paul McKenna's I Can Make You Thin, and well, you're here, so I'm guessing it didn't stick. I get it. I tried it too, and there was some really valuable stuff in there, but the book was something I had to do alone. When you put a gang of like-minded, gorgeous ladies in a group together like the 10-day challenge that we're going to be doing in just a few days, well, the support and encouragement, the shifts and changes that occur are just incredible. Anyone who's done group work with me can attest to the massive difference it makes to be part of a collective unconscious. Shivers! Now, I'm sure that there are plenty of reasons for you to pro and con this program, but really there's only one way to know if you're ready. Let me put it this way, because this is what I do when I don't know whether to take the red pill or the blue pill. Close your eyes. Go on. Now, imagine you wake up in 10 days' time, and you didn't buy the challenge, and you didn't take the opportunity this time. Nothing's changed. How do you feel? Now, imagine that you spent 10 days tapping, clearing out emotional baggage, you're feeling lighter and clearer. You have way more control around food and most likely have bundles more energy. How does that feel? Be honest with yourself. If this isn't the right time to take the leap, when will be? To get a different outcome, sometimes you have to do something differently. For the investment of just £89, you could be more empowered and in charge in just 10 days. Just saying. Okay, so how do you sign up? You use the link above this video to sign up right now. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is below this video. Registration is only open for 36 hours. That's it. No exceptions. The link disappears at 7 p.m. on Monday night. So it's like Mission Impossible. Poof, it's just gone. Once you've signed up, that's all you have to do until the 10th of January, when you will receive your first email at 5 a.m. GMT, ready for you to rock and roll. This email will include a link to the all-important Facebook group, which I advise you to join ASAP so that you don't miss anything. Okay, what about those juicy bonuses that I've been teasing you with? You will get, for your £89, not just the 10-day tapping challenge, all the live videos, the interaction in the Facebook group, but you will also get lifetime access to the program. It lives in your inbox until you delete it, which of course you won't do, ever, because you're going to love it. You get a craving script. Now, I usually only ever give this craving script out to people who come to my one-on-one or in-person cravings workshops, but I will be sending that to you in PDF form on the last day of the 10-day tapping challenge. You will get lifetime access to the Facebook group, for as long as Facebook is around and survives, you will have that Facebook group. And so you will also have access to the live Q&As that are up in that group. If I do run this program again, I most likely will use the same Facebook group, which means that if you stick around in there, you're going to be included in the next one as well, again, at no extra cost. The most exciting bonus that I'm offering you, and the one that I'm super amped about, is that I'm going to be offering you a live video group chat and tap at the end of the program. So this will be around 90 minutes long. That's worth £180. You're getting that completely complimentary as a bonus in this bundle as part of this intake for the tapping challenge. It's going to be recorded and it will be sent to all participants. So you must remember that if you're taking part in this live call, it will be recorded and it will be sent to your fellow tappers in the Facebook group. It's going to be around 90 minutes long, as I say, so we'll have plenty of time to cover lots of stuff, and we will do some live tapping together. The exact time of this event, well, I'm not sure right now. What I'm going to do when we get started and we're a few days in, I'll post a survey in the Facebook group and you guys can decide by majority which time slot's going to work best for you, and I'll just go with the majority, whatever works for you guys. Okay, so that's it. There's nothing more I can do now. It's up to you. Come on over and join me for this live tapping challenge. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to see you in the Facebook group.